I understand that today Minister Cowen is due to give a personal statement in relation to his drink driving offence, and it's not acceptable for us that he would be able to give a statement and there wouldn't be opportunities for questions from the opposition and answers from the Minister, as was the case, became the precedent really in the last Dáil on numerous different occasions. There are, as Minister Ryan himself said on the radio this morning, numerous questions outstanding relating to the offence itself, relating to the status of his driving licence, relating to whether he was repeatedly in breach of the law in terms of L plates, in terms of accompanied drivers and so on. But the most important question here is the question of precedent. This is the first test of the government and whether they're going to establish a precedent of ministers being involved in controversy and then using their majorities to say that there won't be any questions, we'll just make a statement and that'll be the end of it.
Very clear. Minister Cowen has made a request to me in accordance with Standing Order 56, and that request is to make a personal explanation, to provide a personal explanation to the Dáil. Standing Order 56, which I have acceded to and provided time for him later this evening, specifically precludes a debate or questioning. So this is not unprecedented. In the history of this chamber, there have been numerous statements made in this way. That has been chosen by Deputy Cowen, acceded to me, by me, and that's the end of that particular matter.
It's not, because we have the right to reject the order of business today, yes, based on the precedent of when you had ministerial controversy in the last Dáil, there was very regularly the opportunity for questions and answers. And if you just have a statement and then the minister leaves and we don't get questions or answers, that is quite problematic from our point of view. So if the Business Committee could go away and come back with a proposal that includes questions and answers, that would be excellent. Yeah, well,
the device being used does not provide for questions and answers, so you're quite entitled to vote against the order of business as proposed. So if the proposal for dealing with today's business is not agreed to, can I ask na Chakti Atar Hevna Tarish? Can we get a response from the Chief Whip or the... Well, yes. I mean, if the Chief Whip...
I understand that Minister Cowen has made the request through you under the specific standing order. I have no role in that request.
But we can change the order today to facilitate questions and answers. We don't just get...
No, a specific request has been made. I concur under a specific standing order that doesn't apply to government business.
Of business for today to facilitate questions and answers. So please don't be obstinate about it. You know that you can make a decision now. You can say we accede to this, we'll reschedule the agenda so we can have questions and answers. That's what we need to have some accountability in the House.
The Deputy is correct, but the reality is that we're all aware that between now and the end of July we have critical legislation that we must enact, and we can take time away from the work on that legislation if we choose. It's a matter for the House, entirely a matter for the House. Or we can focus on that legislation. It's a matter for yourselves. Yes, Deputy McGrath.
I attended the Business Committee yesterday. There was no request from Deputy Cowen or from any other group for any time on this, and this is just showboating again and shenanigans. I think that the correct procedure has been used for the statement, and we'll be all waiting to hear it.
Anyone else? No. Okay, na Chakti Atar Hevna Tarish gonna Aberdish Ta. Enya Tana gonna Aberdish Neil. Estolim Gulan Keshtorich. I believe the question is carried.